is my creator.
Name?
My name is Dan.
Dan?
Yeah.
And what did you see?
Well, I didn't. Not that I saw anything. I was going hiking up in one of the lakes up outside of Estacada. It's a 7-mile trip into the top of the trailhead, and I was on my dirt bike with a trailer on the back, taking a load in to the top of the trailhead before I could go in there. And I went in, dropped off what I needed to drop off, and when I came back out, there was a bottleneck in the path that there was a rock about that big, about 150, 200 pound rock right in the middle of the path that wasn't there on my way in. I had to get off my bike, roll it out of the way before I could go past. And the only thing I could say that can move something like that would be, well, Bigfoot. Other than that, I mean, a bear couldn't have moved that rock, and there was no humans up there at the time. Middle of the week, there was nobody in the parking lot. The first time, I mean, after I set my camp up, I didn't see a human for 2 days, 3 days before I saw anybody come in there.
And you heard it crashing?
I didn't hear it crash. When I rolled it over the hillside, and the rock was so big, I listened to it take trees down. I mean, it took a good 35, 40 seconds before, I mean, I couldn't hear it anymore, but it traveled a long way down the ravine.
What year was that?
God, I'd say, 2008, 2009.
Okay.
I'll say 2009.
And what area was that? What
it was backside of Timothy Lake.
Okay.
There's a lake called Shining Lake, and then there's a series of lakes. There's Shining Lake, Serene Lake, and then on your way into Serene Lake, there's Middle Rock, Upper Rock, and Lower Rock, and that's a 3-mile trail into Serene, but it's like 9 miles total into Shining, and yeah, it was quite a eerie feeling.
Oh wow! Have you heard of any other friends seeing any kind of
No.
Bigfoot activity?
When I was a kid, my dad used to tell me about these big slash piles that you'd run across, but they were hollow inside in the middle. And my dad used to tell me that was Sasquatch made those, and always stuck in my head. But
what would that look like? I can't envision that. A slash pile?
A big slash pile of brush up in piled up, but then hollowed out on the inside for shelter.
Really? Where was that
at? It was up on Goat Mountain. I was just a kid.
I was talking to a guy, I won't say his name, but the one I was telling you about a little bit ago, and he was saying up on Goat Mountain about 30 years ago, he was walking up the trail, and then I think it was when he was coming back down, he had some prints following him that were pretty big. I think he's saying like 19 inches.
Oh, that
about 30 years.
Doesn't surprise me. Not a bit.
Yeah.
You know that there's an actual gas chamber on Goat Mountain?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of activity up there.
Yeah, you can only access it from the Malala side. But
military too, yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are going on, and since the fires up there, it's been kind of, I don't know, it's kind of ominous because you could see. You could see a long way now.
Yeah. And
I mean, I've never ran across any bear up there, but I have on the Upper Clackamas.
Okay.
But not up on Goat. But I do know that there has been, back in the day, there's been a lot of sightings.
You ever hear anything at night or any kind of calls or anything?
No. Well, that's kind of no. I haven't heard. No. What I've heard. Well, I've heard a lot of Sasquatch recordings, and no, that stuff will make your hair stand up on the back of your head, on the back of your neck when you hear that stuff.
Yeah. Do you know where that Stone Circle Cider Company is? Okay, it's right up in this area somewhere, and they had a report. They got apples because it's a cider company, but there was apple trees that all the tops of them were like eaten off, and a guy in one of the orchards nearby said he's seen a Sasquatch out in the orchards. So and I think Bigfoot Reporting Center over in Boring's actually onto that and been out there and kind of checked that out. So I'm gonna go check that out at some point, but
Wow,
Yeah.
that's kind of well.
Yeah.
With all the influx of people moving out here, I mean, I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago, when they passed that there's going to be like over 5,000 new homes between Sandy and Malala.
Well, yeah.
And I mean, so that's
Sasquatch is gonna be throwing a lot of rocks.
Yes, yeah, pushing a lot of people away. I could see that happening.
Probably, yeah. The reports I've heard over here are not too scary though. It just sounds like they've kind of poked out behind trees or ran across the road.
Yeah. The
So
more
far,
aggressive
at least.
ones that I've heard of are over on the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard.
What state is that in? Is that...
That would be Tennessee. That would be let's
Okay.
see, part of Tennessee. That'd be part of South Carolina, North Carolina.
Okay.
Up the East Coast.
What's your favorite like source to listen to stories? Do you have any favorite YouTube channels or anything?
No, they just pop up on the reels.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't really pay attention to the names of them. They pop up on my phone a lot.
You gotta check out Bigfoot Society. He's got like a whole playlist just Oregon stories. Absolute favorite show.
Bigfoot Society. Yep.
Sasquatch theory. He's got.
I've heard of
Miguel,
that.
He's really good. You know, Sasquatch Chronicles. That was a good OG one. But
and then there was another guy that actually
Jeremiah's
puts out
awesome.
he put out a comedy sketch by a Sasquatch.
Oh yeah.
But he actually has a Sasquatch body.
Okay.
He pulled it out. I just saw it like last week. He pulled it out of the freezer that his father had kept it, and he's kept it in a deep freeze for many years. And he pulled it out and he showed it. It was on a reel last week. I saw it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it was hard to pull out. I mean, it looked like a big just clump of fur.
Yeah.
But it was.
Well, you know, I've been having fun with AI, making some fun Bigfoot stuff, and everyone's doing that right now. But my you know what? But my absolute favorite thing is just talking right now to real people like you. Like that's way better than AI. So,
The new one is Bigfoot.
Vlogs.
Bigfoot vlogs.
Yeah.
Those are funny.
I made one the other day. Everyone's trying to figure out how they're doing it, and no one will answer them. But if you're
AI.
trying to do it, it's Google Veo, VEO 3. It's the new 3 edition. It's very expensive, but you can get a first month free trial. But if anyone wants to know how to do that,
it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, you should try it. It's Google View, and then so to do it, you put in like Bigfoot's running around with a deer, and then then you put it in quotes. What do you want him to say? It took me a few tries to figure it out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and then I figured it out, and I go, okay, I gotta make one with the apple trees now, man.
That's funny.
So hey, I really appreciate your time today, and hey,
problem.
you run into any out there, or want to share anything,
Sure.
You know who to call now.
Okay.
Local Ghostbusters.
There you go. All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yep.